Muscles act in opposite direction in order to cause a bone to move. For instance, we look at the biceps and triceps, the muscles of the upper arm. Why the bicep contracts, the triceps relaxes, so they work in opposite direction. To raise your lower arm, the biceps contracts and the triceps relaxes. So they work in opposite direction to cause a bone to move. If the biceps contracts, it will pull on the radius, so it will cause that bone to move. Lateral meristem in flowering plants is found in the cambium. Of course, there are tissues in plants where the cells are always dividing. The cells are always dividing, continuously dividing for the growth of the plant. They are called meristematic tissues. The ones found at the tip of the shoot and root, they are called apical meristems. And they cause what we call primary growth, vertical growth of the plant. But the ones that cause horizontal growth in width, they are called lateral meristems. And this includes the vascular cambium and the core cambium. So the lateral meristem is found in the cambium. The cell and tissue of the nose, throat, chest, diaphragm, and lungs form the respiratory system. The respiratory system. The exchange of gases between the environment and the respiratory organ of vertebrates is referred to as breathing. Breathing. When we are breathing, we are exchanging gases with the air. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Breathing, of course, is different from respiration. Respiration occurs in the cells. That's this option B, occurs in the cells, and it is the breakdown of nutrients to release energy. So the correct option here is D, exchanging gases with the environment. The maintenance of a constant internal environment is known as homeostasis. Our body is always trying to maintain a constant internal environment. The temperature is kept constant, the pH, the water level, the glucose concentration is kept constant. That is homeostasis. Which of the following organ is responsible for the production of insulin? Pancreas. That's the endocrine gland that produces insulin. Insulin is a hormone that helps to reduce the blood sugar level. The other ones, of course, if you look at the diagram, there are other endocrine glands like the thyroid gland, you see in the neck region, you see the adrenal gland on the kidneys. And then the testes, the ovaries, they are all endocrine glands and they produce different hormones. But the one that produces insulin is the pancreas. Which of the following actions is not a voluntary action? Voluntary actions, you decide before doing them. It is controlled by your will. Sneezing is not controlled by your will. It's not a voluntary action. So B is the correct option here. In both dicot and monocot plants, the root hairs originate from the epidermal layer, the epidermis. The root hairs originate from the epidermis. So you can see root hairs, you can see the epidermis. So they originate from the epidermal layer. That's B. Which of the following parts of the ear does not contain endolymph? That's the eardrum, tympanum. The other parts, the sulcus, the cochlea, the sulcus, the utricle, the semicircular canals, they contain endolymph. Endolymph is a fluid, a liquid in the inner ear. Of course, when vibration moves into the inner ear, the endolymph vibrates. And that is what makes the sensory hair cells to bend and stimulus. The impulses are sent to the brain through the auditory nerve. So there is no endolymph in our eardrum. The type of placentation illustrated in the diagram below is basal placentation. You see an oval at the base of the ovary. Okay. Of course, no placentation is arrangement of ovals in an ovary. And of course, when the fruit is formed, you see this placentation just like you see it in the flower. So this is basal placentation. You have an oval at the base of the ovary. So marginal, for marginal placentation, you see the ovals by the side, okay, by one particular side of the ovary. For parietal, you see the ovules at different sides of the ovary. For axil, you see the ovals arranged at the center. The placenta is at the center, and then the ovals are arranged at different sections on the placenta. That's axil. So for basal, you see an oval at the base of the ovary. Thank you for listening. Please remember to click on the subscription button for more videos.